In 1987, while having a beer with a friend of mine, watching MTV, we were watching an interview with Alice Cooper. And he was talking about a band who he figured was going to be the absolute next biggest thing. A month later, Guns N' Roses became absolutely huge worldwide almost overnight. And I think that there's a possibility today that in the metal world of things, what I'm witnessing right here, right now, it might be just that as well. Check this out. Terry back again with your daily metal album review, hoping you also enjoyed yesterday's selection for your collection. I cover every single thing in Apple Music's metal section exclusively. My reviews test drive, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly charts so you don't have to. I'll pair today's review album up with another extreme pick for you to add to your collection afterwards because, you love getting more metal music, correct? Well, today's selected album is Cometh the Storm by High on Fire, and it's the band's latest album up for a fresh Redline review. This one's special. Let's break it down. In Apple Music, I open the band's page and I see that there are 11 strong-sounding tracks totaling a massive 57 minutes. It's a lot of work. The album cover artwork, as you can see, it's gorgeous with custom fonts. Kudos to the artists for the creative work here. They classify themselves in Apple Music as metal. Between that, the album artwork, song titles, and a quick sound check, I visualized something pretty heavy. If you're already a fan of High on Fire, let me know in the comments what you think here. And if you've already heard the album, do that too. Talk to me here. My genre description before I start the review, I'm going to say that they're hardcore, okay, going on a 10-second sample. That's not even going to cut it, but we'll see if that changes in the end during my reveal. Track 1 has me smiling really strangely. The vocalist has a genuine, unique, tough guy sound, kind of like Scott Weiland meets Lemmy. Music is punchy, crunchy metal with big riffs, huge solos, but overall, what a monkey wrench. This first track is just absolutely wow, okay? Track 2 has a big, undulating, slow, grinding rhythm set with that gravelly vocal work, big, soulful solo work, nice low-end crunch, nice percussions. It is so good. Track 3 picks up the tempo with huge power chords, solo work, and riffs. Big rhythms, percussion work with that signature vocal work. It's total fire. At this point, track 3, honestly, I'm speechless. Track 4, it's a twisted mass of powerful metal with deep melodies and rhythms. It reminds me of a monstrous version of Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones in certain areas, if that helps out. Track 5, why did I find myself clapping along? Listen to track 5 and you'll see, you'll be very surprised. The rest of the album was excellent. Not discounting the massive low end from the bass player because I didn't speak about him much. But yeah, the bass was superb here. Between the vocalist, massive guitar work, superb, rangy percussions. This album is a huge one for this band, High on Fire, who I'm just hearing about now. And I know they have other albums out there. In summary, the highlight is clearly on that massive sandpaper vocal sound with a churning, powerful, deep sound in the mix. It just sounds so big. The live show would be a must-see on the list. Kudos to High on Fire for this bomb of an album. It's great. Recording and sound quality is professional. Production and musicality is raw and refined, in my opinion. Very fresh. I rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as a massive 6.6, 7, or even 8 intensity range, while the harmonies and melodies were also at a massive 6 to 8 plus range of presence as well in this album too. I find the lyrical theme is the ups and downs of life. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here is, well, if someone doesn't pick this up and play this on hard rock or metal radio across America or Canada or whatever, there's a problem with things, I'll tell you right now. I believe I'm witnessing the birth of something massive in the mainstream circuit here with this band. The range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent, and the tracks are arranged meticulously. I describe the vocals as soulful with that massive gargling glass sandpaper feeling sound, while the guitar work is immense, bright, and masterful. Bass section is massive and thick, and finally the drums and percussion performance here is excellent and very rangy. Overall, the energy and intensity here is massive. They feel to me like Monster Magnet, Stone Temple Pilots, and Motorhead, all kind of churned up in there, if that helps put your mind at ease a little wee bit. Temperature rating is 5 alarms scorching hot at a level 9 heat intensity here, with a very dark tonality feel. I'm going to set at a level 7 or even 8 intensity darkness shade, while the overall color, or colors I personally describe as yellow, orange, and red, kind of like fire, right? Does the album art match the feel of the music? Yeah, I think so. General feeling I had during this session, it was a white-knuckled ride, okay, with the goosebumps, half an inch high. I'm going to give this album an internal seismic reading of 8.3 on the Richter scale, something massive here. This is going to be great music, obviously, for the gym or the road. During my reveal, my predictions from earlier, they were completely bunk. I said hardcore, what a joke. My genre description at this point is sludge or doom metal. Okay, but the official bio, when I looked at it, I'm thinking, it is sludge, doom, and stoner metal. I don't hear the term stoner metal very much, which means I was fairly on track here. Favorite tracks? Couldn't pick. Everything here was edible as pizza, okay? And finally, of course, it is going to go into my library with a bullet. Stream them for yourself, okay? Don't go on my words here, okay? And let me know how High on Fire moves you here. That is it for another episode of Redline Reviews. So I'm going to dig into my treasure chest, and I am, surprise, surprise, just for you, going to take you all the way back to 1980. I'm going to recommend Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Fairly decent comparison here, but not 100%. Just to say thanks for hanging out with me today, and a recap. Yesterday, during episode 108, I reviewed Mirror's Edge, the EP by Northlane, and I added Another Side of You by Illumishade from my secret stash at the end. And hey, that's your 4 albums for today. See the last episode, by the way, for the full scoop there, and see if they are for you. Lastly, remember, you have the power to support all metal artists. Okay, stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of Redline. And finally, hit subscribe, get notified so you can get your new albums here first. Cheers, everybody. Have a tremendous Saturday.